Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Sith Inquisitor Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just received a quest to find the Circle, and they are, of course, technologically advanced, or, shall we say, technologically minded units that we definitely want to ally ourselves with. So,
300 transistors, 300? Sweet stuff, man, sweet stuff. Hey, what's this? You bring something juicy? Processor chip? Crazy Sith crystal tech? We'll trade for shuttle passes. No, just kidding. We love it here. Some real crazy tech. The droids don't even speak basic.
I'm looking for an ancient healing technology. What have you got?
Got some old Kolto injectors and a couple creepy-looking med droids, but nothing ancient. You got details? That's some crazy-looking diagram, but I'm pretty sure we can help. Of course, last time we helped one of you, she did something for us, yeah?
Freakish monstrosities. They won't talk to us like that. We are Sith.
I don't need to take nonsense from you.
All right. Cost my life's feelings to get a basic language chip in my brain. I don't need it fried. This is a state-of-the-art slicing hub in the making. Bell Sava security protocols, HoloNet, we want it all. The vault blows up our signal, makes it huge. Unbelievable. But we need a relay to carry it off-world. Go galactic or go home. You clear us out a spot for our relay and protect it while we hook in. We'll help you with your mystery machine.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
You do this for us, the Circle will be everywhere. You won't regret it.
oh, well, that seems rather good to me. So, plant and defend the galactic relay as our next objective. We are not going to be interacting with this ancient war droid. By the looks of things, it actually doesn't even appear to be active. No, I don't believe it is. So, yes, we're probably just going to be heading on out, and we're not going to be worrying about him just yet. I'm actually thinking maybe it would be a good idea to attack him, but right now, probably not the best idea in my opinion. No, it appears not. Okay, so we have a rather far distance to cover by the looks of things. Yes, it is a rather far distance. So, without further ado, I will be cutting away, and I will see you once we arrive. Okay, so we have arrived at the first location, where we are going to be planting and defending the galactic relay. So let's do it. I'm assuming that we're going to be fighting things. Oh, yes we are, of course. Oh, these are relatively easy to take out, are they not? Yes, they are. We can actually just use Lacerate against these fellows. It appears there's also someone else doing it, so that's actually rather nice, because we can then help each other and kill each other's minions and so on. And that seems like a rather nice idea. She is also using Lacerate very nicely indeed. Yeah, do some regular attacks there a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have a very large Rift Lurker monstrosity. And we are going to be taking that out relatively quickly by the looks of things. There we are, and now I will help with the other one. And there we go. Very nice. And, oh, I see. Aha. Oh, right. Okay, so I actually thought that we needed to do 3 of them, but in actual fact we only needed to do 1. So we are just going to be traveling back by the looks of things. Okay, well, yes, once again, I will see you once we are back at Bolin. Okay, so once again, we have arrived at Bolin's location, and we are now going to be interacting with him.
That looks like it hurts.
Nice work on the beacon. Guess we owe you some info, huh? That diagram's ancient alien tech, all right. Never seen it in my life. But Grokan saw something like this part here in the Republic labs.
Chobot I Kafstuan Bile Jihulo Kuta.
There's rumors of the kind of crazy stuff those aliens built deeper in the prison. Advanced AI, self-healing droids, living cities. You said this is some kind of healing device. I can kind of see that. Hard to say, though, without a scan. Them Rakata freaks built some twisted stuff.
I would expect nothing less. How do I acquire this machine, and then how do I use it?
If you can scan that device, we can get you a better idea of what this thing is and how it works. Here, data chip. It'll reprogram the Republic security droids in the area to open up the lab so you can get in and scan the device.
I appreciate the help.
You find us this piece, we'll find you the mystery machine. No question. Take this with you. It'll let us analyze the Rakata prize without you having to drag it back here, yeah? Just watch the prisoners in the area. They're meaner than most.
Well, that sounds incredible, I have to admit. 200,000 experience as well is nothing to be too sad about either. So we are going to be taking the basic commendations, of course. These are mainly armaments for our companions. And there it is. We are now, wow, very close to level 44. Very nice indeed. Not very close, but almost there. And so, we now need to subdue the first mecha security droid, which is no doubt going to be relatively far away. Absolutely, very far away indeed. So I feel like... yes, I feel like using quick travel, but I feel like that would probably take us further away from our destination. So, in actual fact, what I'm going to be doing once again is cutting away, and once we arrive, I will cut back. Okay, so we have arrived at our destination, the Primary Research Center, and we are now about to sneak past. Yes, I'm not convinced either, but yes. Challenger droids, domination droids, and suppressor droids, and wow, they are all incredibly jumpy, as you can see. This fellow was ready to jump us immediately, so we need to be quite cautious and careful and all kinds of other things. And I'm going to use force speed to get past here. Ah, there is the first mecha Really? That is the first mecha security... Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. Well, let's see. Okay, fine. We'll just attack immediately. Try to do as much damage as we can. Take out these guys, no problem at all. They do actually seem to be quite easy to take out. And then we will be dealing with the others, which are no doubt going to be taken out relatively easily as well. But of course we do need to take out that analysis droid as soon as possible. I feel like it would probably repair the other one if it gets the opportunity. So let's just rejuvenate a little bit and see what we can do. Do bear in mind we cannot use our mind trap ability on these people here. Or, shall we say, on these droids. We can't use them on these droids, of course. So we're going to be attempting to just use our recklessness as much as possible. Then our discharge, of course, 1500 damage. Now that is just nothing to refuse, really. You cannot say no to that. So that is very, very nice. And there it is. Not bad at all. Now Talos will... Did I really do that? Did I really do that? That was not my intention. Far from it, in fact. Okay, we're going to be stunning that guy and seeing what we can do then. Okay, this guy's going to use explosive round. We can try and avoid that relatively easily. Okay, so far so good, I have to admit. He's actually using explosive round in the wrong place every single time. I do appreciate that. Let's use our recklessness once again for another discharge. And then we will assassinate him. There we go. Reprogram the first mecha security droid. Let's do it. Install the data chip. And there we are. Very nice. Okay, so now we have to subdue the second mecha security droid, and that is, of course, deeper within the complex. So let's do that. Now, thankfully enough, we can avoid many of these encounters as far as I'm aware. I do believe we can. There we go. That was quite slick, if I do say so myself, but now we have an analysis droid. These are actually very good at detecting me, so I need to be quite cautious of those. As we can plainly see, they are actually causing a great deal of difficulty. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is actually not where I need to be, even though I anticipated it was. Okay, we're going to be making our way around here instead then. Force speed, yes, thank you very much. Please let me get past, thank you. And now, it is just round the corner. Oh yeah, okay. Aha, excellent. Okay, we can just take this guy out relatively easily, no problem at all. When he starts to use his explosive round or cryo grenade, he's actually using a cryo grenade. Okay, well, I am not going to question him. Okay, I'm going to try and interrupt him with our slash ability there, and interrupt him with this. There we go. Now he is going to get that cryo grenade off at one point or another, which is probably going to be now. Yeah. Oh, and wait a minute. Did Talos actually cure us of that stun? Wow, that would actually be mighty impressive if he was able to do that. That is very, very nice. I do appreciate that. Goodness me, I don't believe I've ever seen one of our companions be able to do that yet. And now one last droid it is, and it is just over there. Okay, so we don't actually have to go that far, and we can probably avoid everything else along the way. So that is very, very good. These guys are going to be absolute monsters against the other opponents that we are going to be facing. So let's go for some recklessness, and a discharge to start off immediately. And we'll see if we can do some damage right here. Of course, this guy is actually using a flamethrower, so it appears as though... What were they doing? Explosive blast? And then they were doing cryo grenade, and now they're doing flamethrower. So I suppose they have different elements that each of them are going to be employing, which is actually rather nice. I do like a little bit of variety when it comes to that, so that's really quite good. Now, we do have to watch out, of course, for any other patrols, but I don't think there are going to be any. They are droids after all. They're not going to stray from their path, and there we have it. Now we can reprogram this one as well. And there we are. Now we can scan the Rakata machine. And is that it? Yes, that's it over there. Okay. So do I need to attack these droids before I do this? Let's hope not.
People who try to intimidate me have an appalling mortality rate.
We got your signal loud and clear, Sith. This thing's insane. There are measures and dimensions we didn't know existed. It's like those Rakata freaks were taking existing species and picking and choosing useful parts. Modular life form adaptation. You can't make this stuff up. Your Darth wasn't after medicine. He was after mutation.
What kind of mutation?
Can't say. This device doesn't have data on Force-sensitive species. There must be another one of these around somewhere.
When our tweet be, Kus no Mani.
Rogan, jack me a satellite and trace it. Let's follow this boy home. But Schwartz, this thing's huge. Like some kind of Rakata super hub. And it's still running. This has to be the thing you're looking for.
We can't waste any more time.
Let me see. Looks like blast. Quarantine zone. The air in that place is deadly. Hold on. We'll try to get you a security override. But be careful. If that crazy alien machine thing's running, someone had to start it up.
Ooh, I will try to be as careful as I can, Bolan, but thank you very much for the assistance nevertheless. Goodness me, he does appear to be very proficient at his job. Wow. Okay, so we are going to be taking basic commendations, of course. We can get so many mods for 12 of them, so I do believe taking one mod over commendations is not the way to go. So 200,000 and level 44, thank you very much. So that is definitely going to help us out as we head on over to the elevator. Okay, so we have reached the quarantine zone, and we are greeted by quarantine droids and laser drilling droids and so on. Hopefully we're able to get by these without too many difficulties. And we can investigate the Sith datapad. Ghosts in the walls.
I have found it. At last, I have found it. The mother machine, the culmination of Rakatan biological science. They tried to keep me from learning their secrets, but they failed. I will be remade. I will be more powerful than ever.
Oh, really? Okay, well, it appears as though we will now be using the device ourselves. I am a little bit dubious about this because of this on the floor here. Okay, gonna be a little bit difficult considering Darth Aratus's corpse is there. And, of course, the shrouded figure that warned us away from this place is worrying me somewhat. So let us use it.
Me bagadres pastiakta del vines for costiti.
Of course, yes, they are going to be terminating the non-Rakatan DNA. Of course they are. Oh, yes. Okay, so hopefully Talos will be able to deal with those while I deal with this, and then we are... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there are 3 of them. Oh, okay. So, yes, of course, we will be dealing with this guy as well. Thank you very much for the healing, Talos. He is doing an exceptional job at keeping us high in HP. Very, very nice of him. And we have one more over here as well. A nice shock to finish that guy off, and there we go. One more, of course. Maybe we'll be getting a lot more in waves. Yes, it appears as though that will be the case. But right now, we actually seem to be quite high in HP value. That's actually very nice. Okay, so we're gonna just rejuvenate ourselves somewhat before we use it again, just in case we get attacked once more. But let's use it.
Kabies met jete for frost, janteto gisek. Zodlen tu biver o tekendo henjanies.
I take it you're the one who gave the cryptic warning in the lab.
Jack div mule helem, yes need for that.
I hear you have a device that could heal me. Can you help me?
Me bagadres pastiaktan elbines for costinti. Vediamen lemeta enti runs.
What do you mean, rebuild me?
Red hair the lest hakoliti for death. Let your target, Mactostetal, teke. Kabies met jete for frost, janteto gisek.
What do you want me to do?
Jachrosted yes, teke shmarwar. Mirengebres, bies jara, canvestia.
Okay, we are now going to be using the mother machine by the looks of things. We are gaining a couple of reasonable weapons here, but unfortunately they don't have too many item modification slots or anything like that, so I don't believe we will be taking them, even though they do have a slight upgrade to them. We are going to be taking the commendations instead, thank you. And we will now be making our way out and using the mother machine. So yes, let me just loot this real quick, and then we'll be making our way over there. I'm going to be taking this as well. Okay, so stealth once again, and now we will try to avoid... Oh, it would have been nice if he'd disabled the droids, goodness me. Okay, well, I suppose you would have been expected to take these guys out, of course, on your way here. But I decided not to do that, so that is my folly to deal with now. Let's please not get discovered by these guys at the last moment. No, thank you. Okay, now where is the mother machine? Ah, right, okay, we do have to take a speeder. So, once again, I will be cutting away, and I will see you very soon. Okay, so, as we approach one of the Rakatan transporters, I do believe, we are going to be entering here and taking a look at what is inside, because I was a little bit, well, suffice to say, a little bit confused, because there were numerous amounts of places where you could go to actually do this. So I suppose this is as good a place as any, and we are going to be activating the transporter and going over there. instantly. Really? Whoa, okay, now that is cool. I do really appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Having to take another speeder would have actually been terrible, so thank you very much for the transport. That is very, very nice. So, let us take a look at what is in here. The tomb. Cells of the... Oh my. That is a released primeval gargantuan. Probably want to avoid that. Probably want to avoid that. That is for sure. That is actually quite menacing, I have to admit. Okay, so let us head into the Sith Inquisitor phase. And we'll move this way. Okay, well, obviously there's going to be a lot of droids. And hopefully we can avoid all of these. Yes. And avoid this. Yes, good. And now, we are here. And we are going to be using the Mother Machine.
Hush. Which of my children are you? Why have they sent you to me?
I'm looking for a machine that can rebuild me.
The Rakata called me the Mother Machine. I call myself a Shah. My children are as numerous as the Rakata once were. I called them Twi'lek, Sabrak, Eshka. I loved them all. I can remake you, but I must ask you to free me. I will no longer slave to the Rakata. Their age is done.
You're some sort of artificial intelligence the Rakata used to create new life forms.
The Rakata enslaved me to create a force-powerful species that might give them insight into their own lost sensitivity.
Bah. Never trust a machine.
They took some of my children for slaves, imprisoned others for further experimentation or destruction. Please, you must release me.
All right. How do I release you?
The Rakata gave me the freedom to create within their parameters, but they built me to be far more powerful. Disable the terminals nearby. They restrain me. With release, I will remake you however you please.
There could be something in that. Power for you is power for us.
Bah. What she calls affection is just a series of subroutines. Don't trust her.
Consider it done.
Thank you, child. Your kindness will not be forgotten.
Excellent. Oh, yes. This is exactly what we want to do. Very, very nice indeed. Gaining some exceptional power and, in the process, healing ourselves. That is very, very good. Okay, so we are going to be heading to north, east, and southern Rakata security devices. And thankfully enough, we are playing the Sith Assassin, so we have stealth capability. And we are going to be making good use of that. As we can plainly see, I am going to be heading to the southern one first. Please don't let there be any droids in here. There are some droids, but I feel like we can very easily stealth by these as well. Not too bad. And we are almost, actually, level 45. That is actually very good. It's been a while since we've leveled twice in one episode, that's for sure. So, you have difficulty making sense of the strange Rakata device in front of you.
Rakata devices break.
Of course, we are now going to be attacked by numerous droids. And lacerate is definitely what we require. Very nice indeed. And then, of course, Talos will stun the last remaining one. Thank you very much. Very nice indeed. Okay, so no doubt those will get more severe as time goes on, their attacks or their ambushes, shall we say. And so let us head onward to the eastern one. I really wish I could start to use Mind Trap once again, but unfortunately they are droids, so I may want to use Whirlwind instead. Maybe we should use Whirlwind, but of course that is a casted ability, so it may indeed be too slow to fully help us out as much as we require anyway. So, there is a champion unit here as well, so let's try not to anger him, shall we? Let's just move around. And we'll interact with this security device here. The Rakata device hums ominously, but it's not clear how it works, or something along those lines. And we are now going to shock it once again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, we are going to be attacked once more, but what droids? Same kind of droids? They are the same kind of droids, that's rather nice. So I'm going to use deflection this time around. It is only on a 1 minute cooldown, isn't it? Oh no, 2 minute cooldown. Okay, so my bad. A little bit of a shame there. Hopefully it will recover itself by the time we get to the other area, but if not, then we'll just have to use stuns and all kinds of other things. Maybe a little bit of heroic moment if we require it anyway. So, let us move back here. And we'll move to the northern one. Maybe I should have gone to the northern one first. It appears as though that's actually the furthest away. No need to worry, I think. As long as we do not attack one of these champion droids, I think we'll be okay. Primeval Thinker droids. Everything seems okay to me right now. And we have 1 minute until deflection is back. So if there is going to be a long drawn-out fight, then I feel like we'll have that back up within a reasonable amount of time at least. And then we will be absolutely fine. So, let's interact once again. The device's imposing characters are utterly foreign to you.
There's more than one way to free an AI.
Okay, one more. Hopefully deflection will be... Oh my, is that a big guy? Nope, it's going to be the same ones. Okay, excellent. These are going to be easy enough to take out. And we need to stun that guy as well. And one more lacerate. And there we have it. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are now going to be heading outside. And we are going to be making our way back to Ashar. And we will see what she says. Okay, so we have returned back to Ashar's location. And we are now going to interact with her.
At last, child. Thank you. We needn't worry about the Rakata anymore. I have turned the machines against them. They are dead.
The slaves are the masters now.
As it should be. In time, I will see to the release of all my children. But for now, I promise to remake you. There. The ancient Rakatan specification has been altered. You have been remade. Your power will no longer devour you.
I am most grateful.
Go, child. I will never forget the kindness you have shown me.
Oh my. Oh wow. Okay, so I am incredibly pleased about that. That is very, very nice. And of course now we can use our quick travel system. I feel that would probably be the easiest thing to do. And we are going to be going to the Imperial Command Post. I feel like that is exactly the place where we need to be. And we are going to be heading back to our ship's airlock on Belsavis. However, for now, I do believe I will be ending this episode off here. Yes, I know, a little bit of a cliffhanger there. And we will see what then happens at our ship's airlock. No doubt there is going to be an NPC that we will encounter. And so, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.